Hello. Hi. So, I have a list of 9 things that I've been planning on talking about for the past 4 months and I just never did. And now I'm doing it. So, here we go. Oh, duh. The list of 9 things is things that I've noticed that are very different between the good old state of South Dakota and my home state on the East Coast, New York, particularly Long Island. I can't speak for the rest of New York State, but for Long Island, these are 9 things that just don't happen here. So here we go. In no particular order, number 1. When you're pulled over by a cop in South Dakota, sometimes, now don't ask me the circumstance because I couldn't tell you, sometimes they have you get into their passenger seat. Let me let that sink in. Can you imagine how terrifying not only being pulled over is, but getting out of your vehicle and into the cop's passenger seat? I don't know why they ask that. I don't know what the purpose is. I guess to really scare you. Maybe if you're like a teenager or a young adult, the purpose is to really scare it and like drive it in you to not do whatever you had been pulled over for doing. The first time I saw it, I was like what the? Was that person in the passenger seat? Like I couldn't believe it. And my sister was like, oh, yeah, sometimes they have you do that. And I was like, okay, that's terrifying. I've only actually seen that twice in my 3.5 months of being there, but twice was a hell of a lot more than I've seen it in New York, which was actually 0. Number 2, when you go to the gas station, you pump your gas first, and then you go pay. They have cameras and they have extreme repercussions if you don't go and pay. Like, they will call you out. If you don't pay, they'll send you a ticket. You can lose your license. And when you're pumping your gas, a woman will come on the loudspeaker and casually be like, pump number 2, I'll see you inside. Pump number 3, come on in when you're ready to pay. A passive-aggressive way of saying, we see you pumping gas, so you better fucking pay. But here in New York, that would never happen. You pay first. Always. Oh, well, except for, I guess, when someone else is pumping your gas, then they pump it and then you pay when they're done pumping it, but they're like right there doing it for you. So if you leave, they pretty much can just call the cops and be like, hey, license plate number blah blah blah, never paid, so go get them. Number 3, this was the craziest thing. It took me a long time to figure out why they're there and then actually ask somebody if I was right, which I was. You will see signs on the side of the road. They say think, and they have like big X's on them and they're outlined in black, and they have they have like huge exclamation points and stuff. You're like, why are they everywhere? And they're in the weirdest places. Like, they'll be up on a hill. There'll be 2 right next to each other, like right off the side of the road. They're put there for each person who has died in that exact spot. And that's what they are. They're reminders that people have died there, so slow the fuck down. Because there's a lot of like canyons and swirly roads, like twisty-turvy roads, you know, just there's some places have huge mountains on one side and cliffs on the other. It's just very dangerous to drive over there sometimes if you're not being cautious, and the point of the signs are to make you realize, hey, someone died there. 2 people died there. I saw 3 signs in a row once. It's a constant reminder that it could happen. I don't know. It's scary. Okay, number 4. This is kind of like a small thing, but every store has taxidermy in it pretty much. Like, I mean, there are a lot of hunting stores, a lot more hunting stores out there because people don't really do hunting on Long Island. I mean, I guess they do, but it's not really popular. Like, we don't have, like, hunting stores on every corner. So the hunting stores that are there, they have taxidermy up on the walls. They have, I remember in one, oh, what was it? Cabela's. They have a huge wall display, like freaking 30 feet high, of just taxidermy. And they set them up in scenarios of a bear killing a deer, or I actually saw a polar bear do birds, like everything. It was actually pretty cool, but then I realized, like, I hope they, like, use the animals for something, because killing them just for taxidermy is kind of fucked up. Number 5. This was beautiful. Everything was closed Sunday, Monday. I noticed that a lot in upstate New York, though, particularly, well, the only place I've ever been upstate New York, New Paltz. In New Paltz, they have a lot of things closed, like Wednesdays or Tuesdays, like weird days. But pretty much where I lived in South Dakota, a lot of stores were closed Sunday, Monday. The restaurant I worked at was closed Sunday, Monday, or everything was pretty much closed Sunday, if not Sunday, Monday, which was really nice because people don't have to work as hard there, and it's just really a nice thing to not have to work, you know, 12-hour days, 7 days a week. You just barely pay your bills. I mean, I'm sure some people worked a lot. Like, I can't speak for everyone, but, you know, a lot of places were closed Sunday, Monday, and it was nice that those employees, those managers, they got off 2 days a week, because why work so many hours if you don't have to, you know? Number 6, so annoying. Friday, Saturday, the last showing was 8:45. I never made an 8:45 showing on Friday, Saturday, because we close at 8, and sometimes people wanted to stay until 9, 9:30. If they wanted to, we had to stay open, and even if we didn't, it took forever to clean after that. You know, we'd be there till at least 8:30 every night, and then the movie theater was 15 minutes away. There's no way we're making an 8:45 showing. The movie theater I worked at here on Long Island, the last showing was 12:45, which means we didn't close until 1. Which means I didn't get home until after 2 a.m. because it took us an hour to clean. I worked concession. I guess places like that, they just don't need to stay open that late. I don't know. But I think that the last showing should at least be like 10:45. Maybe that's too late for Spearfish, South Dakota. I don't know. Okay, number 7. They sell guns, knives, machetes, ammo in the stores. Every store, pretty much. Like, in the grocery store, in Walmart, you can buy a gun. You can buy ammo for that gun. And it's just completely normal. Like, you can buy that shit everywhere. They're very gun-friendly out there, and that's just the thing. Like, you know, people don't go around shooting each other. They don't go bursting into people's houses and shoot everyone, because I guess they're raised around guns. They all know gun safety if they're raised properly. Okay, number 8. Oh yeah, this is weird. In Deadwood, after a certain time, the streetlights blink red, which is a stop sign. For some reason, the streetlights, they like stop street lighting at a certain time. I don't know why. I guess because after a certain time, it's just unnecessary for people to be stopping and waiting at a light. Like here in New York, they're censored pretty much. On the busiest roads, the light will pretty much always be green. And when someone on a side road wants to make a left or go straight, the light will sense that someone's there and it'll turn, and then you go, and then it'll almost immediately turn back to green for the busier street. I was like really confused when I first saw it. I was like, why is everything blinking? I thought they were all broken or something. I don't know. And number 9, this one's really nice. Actually, I have another one too. No one is in a rush. Everyone is super chill, super just like more relaxed. Oh, this is what people say all the time there. Every day, living that dream. When you ask, like, oh, how you doing today? Every day, living that dream. It's actually a really nice thing to say. It's like, I don't know, they're all happy with their lives there. No, well, again, I don't want to speak for everyone, but everyone that I've met, they were all really happy. I was a waitress. I didn't have one, okay, well, let's not be ridiculous, but I could probably count on one hand how many rude customers I had. Customers remembered me, and they remembered things about my life, and I remembered things about their life, and we'd have actual conversations about life. It was really nice, and you don't have to wear your seatbelt there. So, that's another thing. Yeah, so done. Hey guys, so today, excuse me. Let's do this. Room tour. Oh. I was filming that. Okay. That was weird. Today we're discussing that's our triangular. Forgot that I said that. What's like? Excuse me. Taxidermist? I don't know. No. I mean, just enjoy your time alive when you can. Wow, that sounds really hippie. I'm probably just gonna cut the part out. And we always were staying till like 10 o'clock sometimes. We were always staying sometimes. And oh wait. Okay, cut that. They sell gum. I'm not sure in Walmart actually. No, yeah, they do. Walmart.